Today's video, we are going to repair a Nintendo Switch. The problem for this machine at the moment is black screen. After power on, no display. Let me connecting a charger first to make sure there's enough power, can be power on the machine. From the charger meter, it shows a 15-volt power input into the machine. It means the charging chipset is okay. The power get inside the machine and charging the battery. But after I pressing the power button, there's nothing shows on the screen. But I can hearing the clicking while pressing the button. Yeah, now you can see the image after a light point on the screen. The machine, which it does power on and the screen is showing something, but the screen barely is not show up the light, so causing the screen is really dark. It look like it's not power on. Let's disassemble it to see what is happen. The parents said it causing by their children play on the dinner table, of course eating in the same time, and the children don't think so. The children said it just broke, so they want me to make in the video to show how it actually happened. The back cover is taking off, and we can't see any visible damage, so we keep disassembling it. Now the metal protection panel is off. We can have a more clear view on the logic board. This is the belly cable. This cable connecting the side board to the main board. It transfers a lot of signal, including the belly signal. Well, now we can see some of the burning mark on the side board. This is the battery connector. If we want to go more further disassemble it, we must disconnect the battery first. This is the burning mark and some of the watermark in here. It looked like the water damage. Let's take the sideboard out to see if any more damage. This is the speaker cover. We need to take the speaker off. This is the one of the back click off. It's quite easy to replace this button. If later on this button getting red or not function properly, it's quite easy to replace. This will be the sideboard. Now we can see more watermark. The main damage we can find out is on the middle socket. The middle socket is transfer the power to the screen backlit. We need to keep disassembling it to take the motherboard out to see is there any more water damage in the other side of the motherboard. This is the game card reader. If the machine is not reading the game card anymore or not reading properly, we can just replace this part. That's the cooling system off. And this will be the main fans. If you got quite noise on the fans or machine getting overheat, we can just replace these fans. Now we can see more water damaging, watermark. This too is the Wi-Fi cable and the Bluetooth aerial. This will be the screen cable and the touch screen digitized signal. This will be the main motherboard. Let's take another speaker off. There's some watermark I found out from the charging port. Probably we might need to disabling further to check on the screen. From the main board we can see here, next to the charging port, there's some burning mark as well. Now the motherboard support structure is coming off. There's another sign of the watermark. The screen looks fine. There's no watermark found out on the screen. It's quite lucky. This is the clear view on the watermark damaging area on the main board. This will be another side of the motherboard. This is the charging chipset. You can see the watermark. The rest of the part looks okay. And this one will be the sideboard. The main damage will be this one. Is the backlit, the power socket. You can see one of the cable is fully burnt out. This is the main board. The most damaging area is on this media chipset. It's controlling the sound. It looks like just two power cap has been burnt out, and the main chipset just need to clean and maintain. Should be okay. This side might need a little bit resoldering to make sure the connection of each of the chipsets. Here is the damage near the charging port. It's just one of the power cap might need to replace. The charging function still looks okay. This is how it looks after the chemical deep clean. After deep clean, I found out they're all functioning okay. There's no need extra soldering. This is the sideboard. After deep clean, we can clearly see the disconnecting cable. Also on the belly cable socket, the second connector is burning black as well. This is scratch some of the painting of the cable, and we can have a clean soldering area. And that is how it looks. Now we can start soldering. This is the socket after repairing, resoldering. The connecting is connecting back, and that's the cable connecting the burning area. Before I put it back, I put some tape to cover the protecting the soldering area, in case the next time the water, some accident, the water is not damaging those area. Yeah, now we put back everything to see the result after repair. That's almost everything put it back. Before we close the back cover, we need to power on to have a final testing. Let's connect in the power. The indicator shows the machine charging and the machine is power on. The screen functioning okay now. Those damage probably looks like the machine was put down in quite wet surface, like the dining table, or play the console when the hand is very wet. The water or liquid sneak inside the machine by following the gap from the back panel, such as the speaker port, charging port, and also the cool air in port. And the machine keep functioning without waiting for the water dry out. And finally, the cable burned by the water short circuit. To avoid those happen, I will suggest do not play when you're eating and drinking, especially at the dinner time.